this was coming. Everybody told the WNBA that a hurricane was coming in the name of Caitlin. Hurricane Caitlin. And then Angel Reese was smart enough to latch on to Hurricane Caitlin, and is playing well enough that, you know what? It's just not a latch on. It's an enhancement type of deal. But you know who didn't understand it? You know who wasn't ready for it? And we told you this? The WNBA. Certainly the women of the WNBA weren't ready for it. The players weren't ready for it. Their jealousy, their envy, their ego, their pettiness, Jeep, as Michael Thompson said, shined brightly and obnoxiously and weirdly in the beginning. Odd. Next thing you know, though, as time heals, things moved it along. Caitlin Clark kept playing well. Well, if you go back and you remember, they were really big, not just about one girl, blah, 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 blah. Well, the reason is becoming obvious. The NBA commissioner, or the WNBA commissioner, didn't know. She didn't understand. Is this possible? Like, not only should you have known that Caitlin Clark was going to be a star, you should have prepared for it. You should have said, look, this is what is getting ready to happen. So let's do everything to enhance. Meaning, let's make sure she's on the Olympic team. Let's make sure that other NBA women are smart enough not to be morons to her. But that didn't happen. And they had to go through all of this garbage. I mean, all of this crap, and Kathy Engelbert didn't understand. She didn't. How do you possibly not understand what you have coming? Get ready. Somebody, I think it was Danny Z. I think Danny Z wrote on a tweet one time that the WNBA has shown itself not to be ready to be prime time. And we'll get into Coach Prime here in a minute. Well, that's absolutely right. When your commissioner doesn't understand, I guarantee Larry O'Brien or David Stern, whichever one was the commissioner of the NBA, understood what he had when Bird and Magic came in, and that's the comparison that we are all making. He understood it well because he didn't have his head up his ass. He was out there looking, seeing, how can we enhance? See, the WNBA and their group, I was told this, they're not looking to enhance, or they weren't looking to enhance, they were looking to protect. And there's a big difference. Think about it. The WNBA is funded by the NBA. They're insecure about their funding. They're insecure about their money. They're insecure about their game. They're insecure about their TV deals, sponsorships, media rights, suites, selling tickets, everything. Insecure. And insecurity leads to inactivity. You're just holding on. Well, that's dumb. That's really dumb. And this was your one opportunity, and this is what I said before about Caitlin Clark. You had this tornado hit, and you weren't ready. You had this tornado hit, and you didn't enhance. Your insecurity shined brightly. But in spite of all that, in spite of everything, Caitlin Clark and the WNBA, Angel Reese, has grown and grown crazy. Let's hear from this commish. How did you ignore this? These generational rookies, like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, that rivalry coming out of college, okay? So I didn't know it would happen this quickly. See, this is where you're wrong. You should have made sure it happened this quickly. You should have been damn sure. Now, you were pretty smart. I'll give you this. And maybe it was the TV partners, because it seems like this woman, who is very brilliant, didn't understand the game. They did put the Sky against the Fever a couple times early to get this thing going.
Yep.
They did put the Fever against the better, bigger market teams, the New York Liberty, that kind of thing. Los Angeles, to get this thing going. Smart. Wasn't great for Caitlin Clark, wasn't great for the Fever's record, but it was smart for the league. I'll give them credit. But the attendance, the viewership, and everything has been great. Yes, in spite of you. And in spite of your Olympic coach, Cheryl Reeves, being dumb enough to say it's not about one woman. It's not about one girl. That's just so stupid and exhausting and so typical. Media rights for women's sports have been undervalued for way too long. Not really. I mean, it's a good statement, but really, when you've had no million-person viewers for 14 years in your league, I don't know if that's undervalued. I'm so proud of the equality at play on the court, too. It's been great, and it has been. Then these rookies and household names in this media deal is historic for, I think, all of women's sports. Well, there's only one reason, and it's Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry, but it is, and you were too dumb to understand. Now, you're going to take credit for it. Oh, yeah. And you're going to talk about how everybody's in play here. All these rivals. Household name. Who's a household name in the WNBA? Diana Taurasi?
That's the thing I want to talk about. I'm glad this was brought up. Who is a household name in the WNBA? Because last video I did, or 2 videos ago I did, they were stating on Gil's Arena that, not Gil was, what's her name that plays for the Sparks, stating that, they don't want to see Taurasi on the bench. Numbers show that they don't want to see Taurasi on the bench. What numbers show that? Because Taurasi rode the bench all Olympics with that shitty performance she put on. So I'm not sure how we're basing off the past 14 years or whatever the case is, how things are deserving now based off of what? And you guys, everybody's trying to base it not off Caitlin Clark, but realistically, the numbers don't lie. And we always have to go back to the truth. The numbers don't lie. Caitlin Clark blows everybody out with the numbers. So the numbers don't lie. Dan's right. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Caitlin Clark should be on everything this year. All-Star game, this, WNBA, that, Olympic, this. She should be in everything involved. And you guys, you know what? Take the back seat. Respectfully, because, look, if you guys want to grow the game, this is the golden ticket. Period. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Instead, we're being selfish, and it's all playing out in front of our face. Nobody wants to watch Team USA. It's just we blew the big ticket. And now the media, you guys are paying for it in the wrong way, unfortunately.
You tell me, all these household names. No. They are just names. They're not household names. You saw them on TV a few times, so you remember a name or two quick. Name me the team Brittany Griner plays on. I mean, she's a household name because she went to jail. And by the way, did you see Brittany Griner? Did you see her getting emotional hand over heart for the national anthem? Uh-huh. Really? Sometimes people have to learn lessons the hard way. I think we all need to learn lessons the hard way. And she did. Good for her. All right? I had no idea our women's basketball team was playing this morning. Casey Smith, who is a very good, very popular women's sports analyst. No idea. You know what I would have made an appointment to watch? If Caitlin Clark was playing. A big bag fumble by the Olympic Committee.
Huge.
That's right. I had no idea they were playing. In fact, I played in a golf outing this weekend. I think they played yesterday. I was having breakfast at the golf course, and I looked up, and they were playing, and France was playing the brakes off them. They ended up winning. I didn't know. I would have known if Caitlin Clark was playing. I think we all would have. But having said that, a lot of people are watching. These have been good Olympics. Mike Tirico has been a stud. 19 million watched the men. I don't know what the number is on the women. I haven't seen it yet. But I got to tell you, I think Casey.
That's 19 million without streamers. Without people streaming. So the number's probably double, maybe. So he probably had about 25 to almost 30,000 people watching.
He's absolutely right. And again, this is what I said. Timing is everything in life. You know, one guy walks down the street, he gets hit by a car. Another guy walks down the street, same thing, and he gets out of the way. I don't know. I mean, I'm just giving you examples here. But timing is everything, and they blew it. Now.
Going back to timing, you got a healthy young Caitlin Clark. A healthy young Caitlin Clark with the spark is brand new. It's the Olympics. We got to wait 4 years? You really think her fans want to wait 4 years? This was an opportunity for jersey sales and everything. Everything. Partnerships, whatever you could think of. This is just, we won gold, but this is just, and we can't, you're going to say stop talking about it? No. The media is not done. We're not done talking about it. the committee and everybody needs to feel how stupid of a decision this was.
Did they really blow it? I don't know. I'll tell you this. Here's the way I look at this, and I keep asking people, including Lynn Dunn, the general manager of the Fever, every week on my indie show, will this sustain when the NFL kicks off? And the NFL did kick off. Regular season for the Colts kicks off on the 8th. Last game for the Fever, Caitlin Clark's team's like on the 13th. So I don't know. But I do know you missed a hell of an opportunity because Casey Smith is absolutely right. If Caitlin Clark was playing, I'd have set up whatever I had to do yesterday to make sure I was in front of a TV, not just having looked up and go, oh, they're playing. And I think there's millions like me. I do. I'm sorry. I think there is millions and millions that would do exactly what I said. This blew up.
So we're going to leave it right there, man. There you have it. There's Dan, got his input. And like he's saying, and I've stated before too, if I'm at the gym and the Team USA is playing, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I'll check later or whatever the case is. I might not even check. I might just come to YouTube and see what's popping on the news that we got to go ahead and react to. But if Caitlin Clark was playing, I would have been live having a watch party on my other channel. I know that for sure. And everybody would have. Not only did they, I'm talking about when you talk about, ESPN and all these outlets, they're all involved. They're all getting a piece of the pie. I don't know how big of that piece is, but they're touching it. Everybody knows that the ratings are higher when Caitlin Clark is involved. And if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. Period. And that's all I got to say, man. I'm going to keep this one real nice and short. I know you guys got a lot to say. I know I've been dropping content after content. But look, we're not done. We're not done. We got the Indiana Fever Friday. I think we got Chicago Sky Thursday. And we got, WNBA's back in action. We're ready to go. It's over with now. Gold won. Team USA won gold. Barely. I got a video dropping on that. I got a video dropping on Taurasi's efficiency. And now I just dropped a video. If you haven't, make sure you go check it out. Cheryl Swoops is now saying that Diana Taurasi is there to be a leader. And she's not there to play. She's there to be a leader. I didn't know that's what we were taking a 12th man for. So, okay. Yeah, we could have gave that to Caitlin Clark, the one who has millions of viewers who's going to actually watch and participate and probably could have made an impact on that team running as a point guard, as they only had one real point guard running. And Chelsea Gray literally hobbling up and down the court. She had to get benched as well. Zero production. Like, come on, man. Get out of here with that. So, that's what I got, man. It's your boy, ceokana. If you have not, make sure you guys sub up to Game Day. I'll catch you on the next video. We're out of here, man.